Start streaming right as that kicks on. Oof. Let's see. Guess I'll spam the servers I usually spam. Why not? Stream. Who else has self-promotion? Aha. Guess I should let people know. Not like anyone really wants to watch, but you know. I kind of think it's fun having an audience, talking with people. Why not? Am I still the only person that's doing self-promo and Z-Reviews channel? Promote yourself. Yeah, whatever. I keep spamming that channel. Let's see. What other channels are there? I'm probably missing more channels. I guess I should spam Keep Life too. Nyanberry, hey, welcome, thank you for the follow. Just getting started here. Finally got a PCB for my frog, very happy. Very thankful I was able to get one of the H88Cs and I can finally build my frog. Been looking forward to this for quite a while. Just hadn't had the time, and now I have the time and the PCB. Good stuff. Alright, before I really get to building though, I do want to test out stabs real quick with the keycaps of choice. I'm going to be building with some Dracula today. Let me open this up, brand new in box. Bought it as an extra. The wonderful GMK packaging. The main reason why I wanted to test out the stabs before I get too far into it is because I'm using Pcbs. And this is the second time I'm using Pcbs. The first time I had a little bit of problem with the 7U. I think that's probably because it was a Thera 75 with a very flexy spacebar cutout. So, of course, GMK packaging, everything's a little bit shifted and wonky, but that's fine, whatever. Can deal with that. Get the keys I need off to the side. And we need that good old 7U spacebar. Back on my shelf before I knock it over. Okay. First, is this straight? A little warp, not too bad. I'll probably have to straighten this out later off stream. Once I get these stabilizers tested a little bit, I'll actually begin the build proper. Might have to take some lube off of these. Alright. This one feels a little bit sluggish. Make sure that's on there straight and down. Same with the inner. Alright, might have to wipe off some of the XHT BDZ on here. Or is it just not sitting flush? Okay, if I work them, they actually don't feel that bad now. So initially they felt a little bit tight, but okay. Let me turn the sound off and take the headphones off for a second. A little bit. Guess we have to put a little bit on the shift one here. I'll have to remember that. A little bit ticking, not terrible, not too bad. Livable. Alright, put this knife away. Put this to the side with the Pcbs housing. Need to organize my desk better. Alright. Let me take this out and we can take a look at the board itself then. So I have FR4 half plate and the black plate. Just want to take a quick look. I think I probably messed up my build command. This is... Ooh. I really like how these plates look. A lot of flex cuts in them. Aluminum but bouncy. And then I got an FR4 half plate. I think I messed up my build command and said this was an aluminum half plate. My bad. But I do intend to build with this FR4 half plate tonight. Yes, very nice. Alright, put this to the side for now. I also got foam. Don't know if I'll actually need it. I think I really wanted it just for this thin piece for the bottom, in case anything was a little bit too flexible moving and shorting. But I think that was my only real concern. If I can get away with not using foam, I will try. And then we have my frog. This is a B-stock black frog from October. I also bought a stand, so I put the Geon sticker on there. And the marks on the back for the B-stock looked like two little imperfections on this side of the board over here. Can't really see them though. So, I guess Geon B stock is like everyone else's A stock. Like this board a lot. Very nice look. Have the frog in the middle with a very nice looking Toblerone weight on the inside. Digging that. Put this in my lap. And other things that I got. I have both tadpoles and it looks like I got extra feet. Cool. Alright, I only need one set of feet. And I'm not sure which tadpoles I want to build with. The softer ones or the harder ones. I guess I'll try the harder ones first tonight. See what happens. Wait, harder ones are these. Yeah, okay. I'll probably switch the softer ones at some point to see what the difference is in sound, but you know, having the options can't always change it later. Put this stuff back here. Ugh. Put the foam here. Oh, just grazed the mic, sorry. Put this next to me. Alright. So I have this, and this. Okay. And now for the PCBs. I was one of those unfortunate people that did not get a PCB on time for the October sale. That's fine. Finally got one now. And this will be like a nice New Year's present for me, I guess. I don't really know. I'm just happy to get one. I did order a bunch of other PCBs too. Partially out of panic, partially just because I'm going to be building more TKLs in my future anyways, so. But we have these two PCBs from Heine. This is H88C. In the nice yellow color. I did order the Gels 88 and the Infinity 87.5 from Mech 11 as well. So we'll see if I ever want to do a rebuild with the aluminum full plate. But first, let me test this. Unplug the key. Put this somewhere where I'm not going to do something bad to it. Set it down another keyboard down there. Lights on the bottom. I was going to Alt-Tab, but then I'm like, I already removed my keyboard. So pull up via. Find a pair of tweezers. Tweezers, alright. Let's go key tester. Oh, I guess I should hit the configuration before though, for the layout. Split backspace, no. ISO, no. Split left and right shift, no. Bottom row. Let's make that 7 win keyless. There we go. I'll change some of these key layouts later. For example, like caps lock, I never use caps lock, so I'll change that to probably a layer. Then I usually have WASD as arrow keys, even though I have the arrow nav cluster. If I'm typing, I tend to just keep my hands on the home row and just use that, because I'm a weirdo. Anyways. No sound on that one, but it registered, so we're good. Alright, tested the nav cluster. I'm gonna probably do stepped caps for this. That register, okay. Oh, I have emote only on. What am I doing? Sorry about that. 1 second. Let me correct emote only. Now I feel like an idiot. Just takes one time for me to have like random bots to put on emote only and then forget. My bad. Hold on, let me fix that. Yep. Emote only off. There we go. Oops. All right. Alright, reset. I was on this row. I think I just completed this row. Row 4. Apologies about that. Obviously, I don't stream enough. This one and this one. Yes, very good. All works. Okay. Well, that's annoying. I forget how to stream. Embarrassing. Alright. Anyways, PCB works. Let me grab a silicone soldering mat. Okay, move the mouse over here. Really need to get a trash bin right next to me, but alas, I'm a bit lazy. Yeah, they feel fine. Oh, screwdriver being magnetic. After reading about reports of Pcbs sometimes cracking spacebar stems, I'm always a little bit wary. That'll fade with time. And also, as soon as I unwarp the spacebar later tonight, I hopefully won't have to worry about that anymore. Yeah. Oh. Is a little bit tight. Oof. Top of that switch came out. Weird. Alright. Time to put the stabs on the PCB. Stabs, the funnest part of every build. I did learn a few things with Pcbs the last time I used them on Thera 75. They do like it if they're not the tightest on the board. The silicone O-rings that they include instead of like the fiberboard washers are a feature, more or less, to make sure that you don't over-tighten. Because the housings themselves are so tight, they need a little bit of slack. So I sort of found that interesting. So I'm just tightening until I see the washer start to make contact with the screw and the PCB, and then quarter turn after that and done. Because before I was trying to tighten way down on it and it just the stabs were feeling worse and worse. Apologies for my loud furnace in the background. It's just loud. Also, hopefully both my daughters decide to stay asleep tonight. One is having a little bit of fever when she went to bed. Hopefully she's okay. So if all of a sudden I hastily apologize and run away, it's not my choice. I have kids. Sorry. So this has been quite an interesting year for me. When I started this year, I didn't even realize I'd be in this hobby of keyboards and building keyboards. I wanted to get more computer hardware and try to find time for gaming, but again, having kids kind of prohibits gaming as much as I would have liked. So I found a different hobby. In this case, happened to be keyboards. And honestly, I like this hobby quite a bit, and I'll probably stick around for as long as my wife doesn't kill me. Anyways, good way to end the year building a frog. Keyboard I've been looking forward to building and typing on at work for quite a while. And then that'll carry me into next year as I wait for more boards to appear, so I can build more things. Other builds coming up on the horizon. I did want to get, and I have ordered quite a while ago, Keeps for All's 60, so the Freebird 60 just has a very budget option. So I did want to try that out. Want to see if I could get some of my friends in the hobby, give them a 60%. That's actually nice. I've been giving away a lot of the builds that I had been doing for various friends, so we'll see. So far, I have no brave souls that would like to try a 60%. I think if a lot of people tried a 60% that are not into keyboards, they'd be weirded out for the first week or so. But if they use it in office space and they remembered that, there's a function to do arrows and the F keys, I think people would actually like it more. But, obviously I'm biased since I'm building the things, but maybe one day my friends will join me in the keyboard hobby and I'll be able to build stuff for them and it'll be a good time. If not, I'll just keep gifting them things and, have to get rid of having too many boards in the backlog or just sitting around in my house, or else my wife will get a little too suspicious. But speaking of stuff for my wife, I made a stacked overflow macro pad that was on drop, actually. Oh. This one popped out. Interesting. I made a stacked overflow macro pad that was on drop, actually, for my wife for Christmas as a funny little gift, and she liked it quite a bit. She was debating whether she wanted to bring it into her office or just leave it home. I think she's just going to leave it home because she doesn't want anything bad to happen to it in her office. I had Kale Black box switches in it, standard. And I had to switch it out because she's a clicky enjoyer. Yeah. There's that. So I actually chose some box jades to go in there because when we did testing for the last keyboard that I built, which was an Abomination, she actually liked Chube's Blue Bomb switches, the band curse switches, those terrible, terrible things. She actually liked those, so. But in testing a bunch of clicky switches out, she actually found box jades very satisfying, so I decided to build her macro pad with that. And I think she'll actually use it, because, you know, Stacked Overflow and IT work. But hopefully I'm done making clicky builds for her for a little bit. She did voluntarily bring home an old board that she had from her office, though. And this had interested me, because I didn't know she had such a board until I had asked her what she was using. And she sent me a picture of this big Dell old AT101W with Black Alps in it. And I was actually surprised. I didn't know that was her keyboard of choice at work. So I actually have that in the house now, and I'll probably stream cleaning it up sometime and taking it apart, or at least partially, to clean out those Alps switches, because they don't feel the best. They feel used, well worn, and a little dirty. So want to clean that up and give it back to her. I did offer to clicky mod it for her, but she sort of likes the tactile, and the tactile is pretty loud anyways, so. Alright, good old Heine PCBs labeling the stabilizers. It's always excellent. And on the back too, I'm not sure if anyone's ever realized this, because I always forget what the Swiss cheese in the back of boards are. But we have 1 and 1.25, 1.25 and 1.5. It has all the spacing written out, so you don't have to remember it every single time. You can look at the back of the PCB, or you don't have to look like a total idiot like me and try to put keycaps in front of it and figure it out on the fly, because I'm terrible at doing that. Alright. Plate. As I mentioned before, FR4 half plate. I guess I should bring the switches out for this. Just bring a few of these out. These are Cherry MX Hyperglide housings, but with KL black stems in it. So they have basically a long pull stem. I swapped them out with Kinetic Labs Symmetric 53 gram springs and desk key films. Lubed with 205 grade 0 just on the stem, pretty light job. And I also did the leaves a little bit too, because I wasn't sure about full compatibility between the various stems, but it turns out they sound smooth, they feel good, so yep. And then for the space bar, I'm just going to probably go with the Black Cherry Pie. This is H1 bottom, Cherry Hyperglide top, and a Novel Keys cream stem. Lube, same way. These have 75 gram springs in it. That's the only difference. And these are Swag Keys foam switch films rather than desk keys. Alright, let me start populating this. Alright. I am going to be building this without foam, if possible. We'll see. Alright, and 1.5 on this side. Make sure the pins come through. And then 7U is, I think, the right one, right? This looks correct to me. I have a spacebar here so I can just check. And it is. Cool. Put a few more switches in. Then I will test the stabs on the PCB one more time. And we'll go from there. Okay. The last plate I built on was actually a polycarbonate plate that was way floppy, so it feels good to have a nice FR4 plate. Although recently I did pick up this handy little tool for putting between the PCB and a plate to stabilize it so you can get switches fully seated. That would have been nice to have for that polycarbonate plate, but that's fine. There we go. I think I would like step caps. All right. Let me get the keycaps back out and take a listen. All right. Sound okay? Sounds okay. All right. Very loud furnace. Alright. I'll keep some of these around to help straighten out the alphas if needed. But being that these are 5-pin switches, this should go fairly easy. Alright, that's the right one, right? Yeah. Okay. Still gotta double check for my sanity. Some days my brain's not working so well. Five. Hey, Launchables. How's it going? Watching without audio at work. Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by. It's been a while. Even if your audio's off, hope you're doing well, and wish you happy holidays and luck in the new year. Alright. In theory, I really don't have to rush this build, but, you know, with my daughter not feeling well, can hear you for now doing well. Been sort of out of keyboard hobby for a little bit, waiting for new products. Super tight frog. Yes. Do you like the frog? Glad to hear you're doing well. What products are you looking forward to? Are you still into your ortholinear 40s? Because as much as I keep thinking, oh, I should give a 40 a try at some point, I don't know. The thought still sort of scares me a little bit. Someday I'm going to have to just bite the bullet and get a decent 40 that I would actually try. I'm thinking whenever the Neko comes out from Monoke, picking that up. FNF 125 TKL. TKL and a 65 from Master Keyboards. And the Odin. Oh, nice. Yeah, I have an Odin coming too. I actually got a shipping notification from that, what, a day or so ago? I'm actually, I still need to do work for that build, actually. I have my old husk of my old keyboard there. Yeah, I think mine got delayed too somewhere. I forget exactly what the status was. I just remember seeing it and saying, oh, I'll get that in a few days. Whenever that might be, after probably New Year's, and that's fine. I was the one that got you to buy it. My bad. I don't know. I'm looking forward to having a full-size board available. Basically for productivity stuff at home when I actually just need a full-size keyboard some days for all the Excel nonsense that I have to do regularly enough. Is what it is. Alright. Here I have an 1800, so I'm considering selling mine when it arrives. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's not going to go down in value, so there's at least that. Alright, this this board will fit everything in super tight. It does look like a nice board, and I'm sort of curious to see what it feels like. Because at some point, my wife has been using a Unicomp Model M reproduction in the basement here. So if I can get her to use a keyboard that's, say, a touch quieter. Wait, why is this one... Huh. This one doesn't have legs. Rip. Wait. How many of these don't have legs? Are you kidding me? Why do some of these not have legs? I'm wondering how the sound profile will be. Me too. So the switches without legs, rip. Okay, back to work. Alright, have a good time working. Thanks for stopping by again, man. Appreciate you. Stay safe and have a good, happy new year. I think I should have enough switches regardless. But in case I don't, I can take some of the switches out from some of the plate area. Because I don't want to do 3-pin straightening for hours on stream. The last time I did that was for my key, and that was tedious. Want to avoid doing that on stream again if possible. Wait, how many of these? I thought I got all the 5-pin varieties for this. Oops. Well, they're not useless to me, but... Hey. It shows how much attention I was paying when I lubed these switches. Oops. Sleeping at the wheel, I guess. Huh. Now I'm curious, do I have enough to complete the build? Wow. Randomly, there's 5-pin switches. What am I doing with my life? How did I come here like this? Huh. Well, hopefully the last 2 sleeves are just filled with 5-pin. Otherwise, this will be a little bit more painful of a build than I had planned. Oh no, is the majority actually 3-pin? Well, that's an embarrassing oversight on my part. I blame KBD fans. Usually I bought the ones without 5-pin legs from there. Can't actually say though. That's probably unfair to KBD fans. I'm just kind of annoyed with my own stupidity now. Alright, switch puller, where are you? Let's take some switches out of here. Wait, which ones are 3-pins, which ones are 5-pin? Are you kidding me? I was putting in switches that are 3-pin and I didn't even realize it. Guess they really do fit into the PCB quite well. Alright. Man, that is just the dumbest mistake I didn't even think about that. Well, enough complaining. Just gotta get to finishing the build now. Alright, are these... I have two... These two outside and this one. Oh man, they go flying. Ever not going to send these things flying? Probably not. At least I haven't lost any yet. Probably just jinxed myself. So while I was lubing these switches and stuff, I know I was distracted because I have been catching up on watching things. One thing I have started watching, because I keep hearing good things about it, is Arcane. I'm not a big League of Legends fanboy or anything like that, but League of Legends and Riot Games have always been a company that has impressed me with their cinematics, even if I kind of don't understand the game, or I guess I understand it at the core, but I don't want to relearn how to play a game with all this history behind it, only to get just stomped. That one went behind me. Still works. Excellent. Well, hopefully this is the most exciting the stream will be. These three switch to the middle. Man, there are a bunch of 3 pins, and my brain just didn't recognize it. Alright, so these U shapes will come in handy. Let me pick 2 long ones to help me line things up. This one, is there a slightly longer one, or do I want to use that one on the top, this one on the bottom? Let's actually use a slightly... smaller one on the bottom. Okay. I'll use these 2 for my plan. Put these to the side over here. Put that over there. Alright. I will loosely put these in because these are only 3 pins. And I'll deploy my secret technique, which I learned, I think, 2 or 3 streams ago. When I was building Thera 75, I had asked previously to other people, you know, how do you guys straighten switches? Is there any technique or special thing? And people had recognized these little U-shaped brackets from Drop. And basically you just Use it to line up and snap in over a row of switches, and it will keep it straight. So let me. Nope. This is why I wanted a smaller one. Is this not a smaller one? I will make it work anyways. Alright. And this way they're all straight in the line, and I don't have to worry about it quite as much. This bottom row might get a little bit more dicey though. Wait, that's a 5-pin switch. I guess I am dumb after all. This is a 5-pin switch too. Okay. So my eyes are just not working tonight. Alright, this will be a little bit more challenging because of the spacing. I'll probably have to get this row in actually later. Alright. So put these to the side, flip this over, and we're pretty much ready to solder. Let me get a few things over here. Alright. I still have this as an extra. With a little bit of tip-titting solution here. Let me drink some tea. Alright. Shouldn't need flux in case I need the solder sucker. Let me put it on the table. Never know when you might just need to correct work immediately. Alright. Next thing before I forget. Down here I'm going to turn crisp on, so if I sound weird, apologies, but at least you won't hear the fan going on. This is with the fan on, and hopefully you don't hear it. So turning on the Hako 951, let it warm up real quick, and then we'll get to soldering. Alright. First thing I'm going to do is tune the tip. Brass sponge there is a little bit dirty, that's fine. When we get the 4 corners soldered in. Alright. Space bar. Make sure this is nice and flat. Okay. Soldering should be the most boring part of this build. That's unless I botch switches and they just all fall out or something. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Alright. As usual, Honey PCBs are very easy to solder. Very nice for their solderability. Alright, let me try to get this loose stuff taken care of first on row 3. It's a little bit unorthodox for myself as far as how I usually do things, but that's fine. I'm the idiot that didn't realize that I didn't have all 5 pin switches. Yeah. So these are all in on at least one leg. Let me remove this and I'll have to put it back on again in a second. And I'm not the most practiced with removing these. Okay. And I'm going to recoil the solder and push them into place. Alright, get the second leg of these on. Alright, and last I'm going to add a little bit more solder to the big switches because I purposely didn't use a ton. Alright, let's take a look at the other side. Do a quick visual once over for straightness and orientation. Make sure they're sitting flush on the board. They are. Nice. Alright, now for the second row down here. Hey, Anamashiki, how's it going? Happy holidays. How are you? Yeah, Happy New Year as well. Do I have a box? Did I clean up too well? I cleaned up too well. I don't have boxes anymore. I'm gonna try something flipping with this one. Yes, my frog. Took me forever to source a PCB, but finally got it. Wait, this has my address on. Shouldn't use this one. Let me find a box real quick. Black. Nice black frog. There we go. Box without my address on it. 3 flip. Oh. Okay. A little bit awkward holding it. You may push these switches in. Looking forward to this build, very much so. Took forever to source a PCB, but once Swag Keys had these mustard-colored frog PCBs in from Mr. Heine, the rest is pretty much gravy. Just happy I was able to get a board and do it this year. Alright. Now I need to fix this jankiness. I don't think I actually need to do it the whole way down. Do I? I should put enough pressure on them to straighten them, I think. Let's see. I might still have to manually adjust some of these later. Because, again, I was stupid and did not realize that not all my switches were not 5-pin. So my bad on that. But this looks pretty good and pretty close. Alright, let me finish up soldering the 3 pins. And then I can just zip through the rest. Everything still looks like it's in a good place. Let me touch up and refill. All right. Let's get rid of this box. And now normal soldering. I need PCBs. Always very nice to solder. Alright, let me check something real quick. Make sure switches are sitting flush. Not gonna have to recoil and press down. Alright. I'll just have to be thorough with this build, that's fine. I'm definitely not the fastest builder, but that's alright. I will take my time and I will try to get it right. Alright. Looking from the top down, things are pressed in. Wonderful. And I get a small pin. Alright. Add a little bit of more solder refill at the top since I messed with those. And because these are large oblong sockets, do want to add a little bit extra. Seeing tiny PCBs always makes me want to consider doing an ALPS build at some point. Take another look, double, triple check, make sure that it's good in position. Yep. All right. So it is all 5-pin switches, pretty much. They are all 5-pin. I can probably force and press them in position now, and not have to do too much double checking on this later. I think the 5-pin switches, from putting them in, I've already actually pressed pretty hard on all of them. Yep. All right. Let me get the soldering again. Alright, so other builds I'm going to be doing sort of soon. I had mentioned when I was just chatting with Launchables, KBD fans Odin, whenever that shows up, hopefully I'll be in a position to build that fairly quickly. Looks like an interesting board. At that point it was sort of like the closest thing to a full size that I could have gotten, and I was interested in having a board with the switches from my last full-size board, which was my venerable Code V2 keyboard from WASD. I've had that keyboard for so long, and I figure if I can get more life out of it by using the switches in it. They are MX green. I want to try to take out the stems and see if I can replace the stems with Hyperglide black stem, which is part of the reason why I swapped these Hyperglide stems out for the Kale black stems. Anyways, yeah. looking forward to playing around with that. It should be interesting. And then while looking on the Discord servers for several keyboards that I joined group-wise for, Portal 65 looks like it's about ready to ship soon-ish, as well as Block 67. So I'll have two gummy O-ring mounted 65% keyboards soon. So I guess you can pit them against each other? I don't really know. Obviously I didn't expect the timing to match up like that, but you know. It is what it is, and I will build both of those. I have no clue what I want to do for switches or builds for either, but I'm sure I'll find inspiration as we go, you know? What else was there? Oh yeah, 60%. Keeps for All's Freebird 60. That should be shipping sometime soon as well. That's a tray mount with small O-rings as an optional. I'm sort of curious about that one. Again, see if any of my friends would like to take up probably what's going to be a decent, cheap, but decent feeling and hopefully sounding 60%. I have some faith in Keeps for All. I do like their mission of making affordable keyboard stuff for just about everybody, so. And if I can get some of my friends that are not keyboard fanatics into the keyboard hobby, why not, you know? Or it'll just be gifts to more friends, unsuspecting that they're going to be receiving more and more keyboard stuff. But they're my friends, so they probably understand. Any voids or things? I should fill a few of these more. Recently, I have been looking into unleaded solder as an option, and I might actually get some soon. I'm thinking about it. I'm looking at another eutectic blend around silver copper mix with tin, of course. I don't know how it will work. I don't know how it will compare to what I have now, as I do like my quad eutectic quite a bit. As you can see, it just flows really well. It's easy to work with. I don't have to double and triple think my way through things. It's pretty easy to know when you made a bad solder joint because of the obvious, you know, leaded solder attributes of being nice and shiny when it's good to go, having that nice shallow volcano appearance when you have just enough on there. And if it starts sinking in and looking weird, you know you probably did something wrong. All right. So I'm going to put this back and press on these, make sure they're all seated. And when I did put them in the board, these 5 pins I had pressed down fairly vigorously, so they should all be good to go. And then the question is on the sides. It's sitting nice and tight. All right, should be able to just go down the line and do this. Not too much thinking. right? With a sip of tea. Doing the sanity check, making sure the solder joints look good on this row before I move on and forget about them. Yep. And then I should just have random loose switches to go. This 5-pin is pressed all the way in. Excellent. Switches all pretty well pressed in. Ooh, excuse me, coughing. Oh. That should be about it, right? Let me double check. Oh, I missed one here. I missed a few here. Oops. Not quite done. Almost. Almost. Interesting. How the frog going? It's going all right. And the mistake so far was not checking, making sure that all were 5-pin switches for this half-plate build. I had assumed that I got 5-pin switches, and of course I was wrong. But we may do with what we got. We'll be okay. Soldering's almost done. And I'll test the PCB and then clean it up. And we'll go from there. It's the PCB that comes with the frog. Yeah, so Tiny did another run of PCBs, I think, for Mr. Gion and Swag Keys, and this variant happens to be this mustard-like color for the frog, at least for the December drop. The other ones were just previously the regular color. That was pretty interesting. All right. Double checking yet again. Make sure I didn't miss any solders. All right, let's see. Let me turn this off. Let me turn this off. I'll try to remember to tin that tip later. And let's do some testing. Where's my mouse? Here's my mouse. I just want to Alt-Tab. That's not the right thing, though. I don't have a keyboard connected. Alright. Yay. Test matrix. Let me put VIA up on the screen. Alright, everything works. Let me throw a few of the keycaps on to take a look at the mods real quick. See if I need to straighten anything out before I put the soldering iron away. Alright. So on here real quick, just take a look and make sure that things that I think are straight are actually straight. Then we use stepped caps. There's control. Alt. Control. Can't see what I'm doing. Sorry. Yeah, some GMK Dracula. I've been waiting so long to do this build just so I can use Dracula. Okay. I'm scared to put caps on these two rows. I should do that now because basically the middle of these two rows has a bunch of 3-pin switches that I attempted to use the drop U lines to straighten. So let's see how that worked out. See if it's actually straight or not. And if it's not, I will spend the time to spin them around and orient them the right direction. Yes, I can take off crisp so I sound normal again. There we go. And you can hear a little bit of the keyboard sounds that are going on. Alright, these actually look fairly straight. Huh. Was I worried about nothing? I don't know. Well, let me keep verifying that these aren't too borked. There's A and Q. Yeah, I got it on round 2, basically for the different flavor text mods. I thought that was fun enough that I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Why not? I do like the concept of Dracula and the visuals of it, so why not? It's a fun set to have. Oh, ads. Sorry. But I am continuing to put keycaps on row 4 as well. Just so I can see if I actually got these guys straight or if they're borked. I'm hoping they're all straight, but I'm not that optimistic. All right. Let's take a critical look. So these mods look nice and straight. These actually don't look bad. So if I'm gonna nitpick, this one is slightly turned. Oh, like we were saying, yeah, I did join round 2 because the mods have that fun, I forget what they're calling it, the Git mod, I think. Anyways, I got the Git base for that. I think that's what it was called for round 2, just because I like the concept of Dracula and I think it looks nice on a lot of boards. I'm a fan of it. Anyways, I have populated these 2 rows with keycaps as well, just because there are some 3-pin switches in here. And if I'm gonna nitpick, I'm gonna say D's slightly turned this way. I think the V key is slightly canted. Or the C. I think they're both slightly canted in. Error? Yeah, I thought about getting error. I might pick that up on extras whenever it comes out. Some of these things do interest me. I'm just always wondering where I'd use it then. Yeah, so C and V are slightly canted in. Not enough that I think I need to fix both of them. I think I'll just mess with V probably. Alright, that'll just be a quick desolder. And yeah, the rest of these actually don't look bad. Alright. I should do the responsible thing and take the keycaps off so I don't ruin things if I'm gonna do any amount of soldering back on it. Come on. Where's my keycap puller? Okay, this is scooped. Let me get rid of these now before I confuse myself later and are unable to find the home row. That would be tragic. Oh. And make sure I'm going deep enough but not too deep since these are plateless. Very easily can catch the switch and pull something you don't want to be pulling too hard on. Alright. There we go. Plateless is a lot of things waiting to go wrong if you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, some days it is. I think the biggest thing if you're new to plateless is just go slow. I'm like, nah. I don't know, there's been a few more kits coming out recently, like or sorry, kids, boards. Like Thera 75, I built that recently, and I've actually saw a lot of people going for plates and half plates with that, even though that's designed to be a plateless. So I don't know. Maybe some people have the same sort of sentiments, but I don't know. I think plateless can be very nice. It is definitely something that you do have to be a little bit more careful with when building, but it's not that bad. Yeah. Oh. Keycaps go flying. All right. One, two, three, four. It's this one. Okay. I think if I just desolder this one leg, I need to let it heat up again. Which one is it from this side then? This one? Okay. It's this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry, let me turn Chris back on. There we go. Sorry about ruining someone's ears there for a second. Alright, it's heated up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Did that do it? Is that enough? I kind of want to do the one next to it too. Flow and suck. And this one needs to go the other direction. So, there it goes a little bit too much. And one last little tweak. Is that going to be it? Is that good? Nope, too much again. Okay, that looks better. Throw 2 keycaps on there. C goes on this one. And B is close enough to V. Yes. Okay. Alright, reflow them so they're flush and down on hard. And solder in the 7. Alright. And last but not least, since I think I'm done, I'm going to clean the tip up. The trusty soldering iron. And then tin it. Let it burn for a few seconds. And clean. Alright. No clumps, looks good. Put it back. And off, and off. Alright. Should be enough of that. But since I still have VIA up, let's check and make sure nothing was ruined. Let's go back. All right, looks good to me. Let me get some paper towel and the cleaning. Alright. So I am one of these weird people that have that wanted to get the extra solder, the extra flux off the back of my PCB before I put it in a case, so that way I don't have to worry about it corroding or doing anything weird over time. Move some stuff around so I have some desk space again. Yeah, let me move this now. I've tinned it, I don't need to use it. Okay. Fan. I guess I should just get it off the table. Yeah, that works. Here's fine. Okay. Always a good thing to do. Yeah, I think it's best practice, at least in my mind. I've always done it, so I will keep doing it. Although, probably is not the most fun thing. Alright. But 99% isopropyl alcohol, PU foam applicators from the ESD safe bottle. Pretty good practice to just get into for cleaning up a board. Many other techniques. Some people use Q-tips, some people just use a quick wipe method. Merlin used a toothbrush. Many ways to clean a PCB. Yep, nothing beats rubbing alcohol though. 99% isopropyl. Yes, in theory 95 or 97 will also work, but the price really isn't that much different if you go to any sort of supply store, or even, I guess you can even go to a Rite Aid. I think they even carry 99%, so not too bad. Get all the brown, goopy, bad stuff off your board so you don't have to worry about it later. See how long I can stretch this one out for. I have to say, this yellow mustardy color PCB does have me thinking twice about if I missed anything. At least it's not a white PCB, because whenever I encounter, white solder mask PCBs, it's always like I feel the need to continuously clean those things. Yeah, this one's doesn't show too much, but getting a decent amount on the applicator tip, so moving in the right direction. I can definitely see and identify where there's blobs. Being that it's a Heine PCB and has the very large footprint on the top pin, usually that will have a little bit more flux and residue, just because I tend to fill that with a little bit more solder. I don't remember the size of the LEDs on previous Heine boards, but these very small LEDs are actually kind of nice looking. I mean, it's underglow in a case that doesn't really feature any underglow, so I'll be turning that off before I forget about it, hopefully. But yeah, pretty fancy little LEDs. At least they're way smaller and better looking than ones you see on most PCBs, I should say. Usually they're the big, square, chunky boys. These are very small, very small. Okay. Might have to get more of these big applicators. I forget if I have an extra bag over there or not with my other keyboard supplies that are not at this station. Buy them on Amazon in packs of like 500 or like a few thousand. Pretty cheap, pretty useful. Alright. Almost done. Oof, these ones I had to realign pretty dirty. Alright. So this will probably be my last stream for this year. Coming up early next year, I'll probably be doing more streams of random keyboard builds of whatever I get in. I know I have an NK87 coming in. That's something I wanted to build and then probably give away to a friend. I had previously built him a Keychron Q1 because he wanted 75% or something with at least F keys, so I built him that. Unfortunately, that appears to have been porch pirated, so yeah. I got a NK87 Alu because I did want to try it out. I did want to have it in memory at least and compare it to some other more budget TKLs. And at least seems to be a decent one. Just got a beige variant. Yeah. Porch pirates. I don't know. He was gone. My friend was gone and out of his house for literally like 10 minutes to pick up his kid from school. And in that time, of course, his package was nowhere to be found even though UPS said it had been delivered. Sad. But thus is the state of the world. Just have to protect yourself at all times and be diligent. Yeah, literally. Like, they must have known that he was, like, out or something. I don't know. Don't want to blame the poor UPS guy because, you know, how would he know? Alright. Enough of the cleaning. Let me put this stuff away. Anyways, I wanted to give him a holiday present since he recently had a kid about the same time I had my second one. So it's been a while, but, you know, I still feel like I need to give him something. Alright. Throw that stuff over there. Carefully wrap this up and dump it down next to me. Put it in this baggie. Okay. Now we're going to move on to this wonderful case. So in this bag, I think we have feet. We do. We have two very long black rubberized feet. I guess I'm going to keep these bags for extra parts and stuff. I'm going to try out the firmer ones. I don't really know. I think I want the firmer ones though. And let's see how this case comes apart. Oh, by the way, this is the case. Glad I'm working from home. When no one's son's been delivered. If I ever catch someone else stealing them, having them for dinner. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but like even if my wife is home, she'll rarely get packages as soon as they're delivered. But yeah, that's something I'm usually on top of. I think she just lets me do it. Anyways, this officially is a B-stock frog because I was not fast enough to get. Actually, I had missed the phone number confirmation at the bottom when the PayPal thing was going on for the A-stock frog for the month of October. But this is a B-stock, and the B-stock things are one little thing right by my thumb. I don't even know if this potato camera can even catch it. But little anode dot mismatch there, or a little anode dot void it looks like. And that's about it. Gion's B-stock is pretty much everyone else's A-stock it looks like. Yeah, crazy. Oh, and I also got a stand, so I got the Gion logo that I have put onto my case as well, just because I thought it was look fancy, you know. What size hex are these? All right, put the Torx away that was on the Pcbs. And what size are these? Nope, too big. Let's try this one. This one I think will work. Five over 64. Yeah, okay. All right. One, two, three. Oh, there we go. So we have the long screws in the back, short ones in the front. Cool. All right. Carefully fit that around my mouse. Now, the question is, do I put foam in the bottom of it? Well, first let's fit the tadpole mount in. Then I'll put it on and I'll just see real quick. Since this is a half plate, I am considering putting foam in the bottom of it. Just to prevent it from... Actually, let me try that out first. Alright, I think these are the stiffer tadpoles. I forget which color was which. I'm going with these. I have a brighter color green. Using my fingers to help just press it through the opening and then pull it through. gently with my nail so I don't rip anything. Guess I'm gonna have to get used to this because the W1AT also has tadpole mount. I'm actually excited for that board too since I joined that one. Alright, looks like we have, yeah, W1AT. Originally when I saw that I was like, I'm not sure if I'm that interested. Then I looked at it more, I'm just like, yeah, I'm kind of interested. Having macro keys on the right hand column looks interesting. Then the more I thought about it, it's just like, that just looks like a pretty unique board. Do want. So that's definitely hitting the bottom. So I guess I will need to put some foam. Or I could do something weird and tape the bottom with like unwiped tape. Let me try the less annoying thing to correct later first. Put the foam in, and then we'll go from there. I have a feeling this will reduce flex quite a bit. Well, maybe not, I don't know. It's not a ton of room at the bottom of this case. I'm assuming for acoustic reasons, so. It still has a little bit of travel. That's enough to probably soften and dampen out the feel. Alright. So, top case. And put the screws back on. Do like the machining and detail on these boards from Mr. Gian. Alright. Last but not least, the feet. Alright. These do have different pegs and directions. So they only fit on one side and one way. That's interesting. Again, I like these attention to detail things on this board quite a bit. And everything just fits so nicely. I like this. We have the Qualis side, pretty easy to pick up. USB port. Flash right in the middle. That looks lovely. Alright. Now to finish throwing on Dracula. After I put these tadpoles away, because I have 2 extra. Let's see. Don't forget to get the bars out, because that's how I like it. What am I going to put in F13? Well, that's F12. That doesn't go there. Of course, GMK packaging, hate it. Pretty sure they just use GMK packaging just to torture people. Still has some flex to it, not bad. So Q is somewhere. I think these go here and here. If my brain's not too messed up. Alright. Shift, we have backspace. Enter. We have big shift. regular size shift. Spacebar. B. Oh. Guess I missed the stem. Oops. And Alt. Control. Step caps. V next to B. N. Z. C. There's Q. G. Oh. S. Colon. Quote. A. H. D. M. Period. Alt. X. K. Where is L? Oh, it's under my amplifier. There it is. L. Man, if I couldn't find that, that would have been sad. And spacebar. Definitely need to straighten that. It has a little bit of wonkiness to it. Alright. Wait, this should be the right ones for this. What am I doing? Prints. Block, pause. Insert home page up. Yeah, another keyboard that I am interested in whenever it comes up. It's going to have like 200 units in stock and a bunch in group buy. I think 1,000 in total. Is the Create Keybs Glacier 80. And what caught my eye with that board is they have a nickel-plated back, which is pretty unique as far as the process goes, as far as I'm aware. And the whole navigation pane is a separate PCB from the rest of it. So that's kind of interesting, unique. I haven't seen that in my mind done before. So kind of interested in seeing if that board would be probably one to get. Alright. What do I put there? I think F13s are made for artisans. I don't really have many artisans. Or much at all. Let's see. I guess I could use back, but let's find something else to put there. Let me see. I have maybe the black Doge sink. Where is the black Doge think? 1 second. There we go. Black Doge think. That'll go nicely. Alright. Interesting. Alright, let me put the rest of these switches back in this bin before I lose them. This does look pretty. Alright, let me put this in a place where I will not lose it. Don't need to knock that stuff over. Cool. Alright. Let's plug it in. And let me check on VIA one last time. Test matrix down the row. Oh. That had me worried there for a second. Alright. A little bit of configuration housekeeping. I really don't use caps lock. Let's use that as a layer key. Momentary 1. Instead of momentary 1 here, let's use this as Windows. Win right is fine. Control is fine for that. Uh-oh. I'm not sure if it was in my head, but I thought I heard my daughter crying. That's usually not a good sign for me. It means I usually have to wrap up pretty quick. Alright, so up, down, left, right. I'll program some other stuff in media keys later. Let's have reset. That should be fine. Okay. Save current layout. Let me just, uh-oh. That is definitely my 4-year-old, and she sounds angry. Alright, let's do a quick typing test before I get yelled at and told off by my wife, my wonderful, lovely wife. Stand by 1 second. Okay, I'm old and use a wrist rest. Apologies for that. Mouse clicks, keyboard level. Oh, I have a furnace going on in the background. Let me wait a second. I don't even know if I have a second. I'm gonna have to run. Oh, feels bad, man. Have kids, they said. That'll be great. As soon as the furnace stops, I'll try to type and then do the mods, and then I'll have to run away because, as I stated, my 4-year-old is having none of anything. She's just crying. It feels bad, man. And she's not even the one that was sick. It was my 1-year-old that was sick. kids. Anytime you want to stop, Peter. Anytime you want to stop. Actually, I don't know if that makes much of a difference for the monkey type thing, but okay. Still waiting on my heater. Oh, I forgot about underglow. I'll have to disable the underglow sometime later. Alright. Stopped. Here's mouse clicks, keyboard level. And oh, caps lock was on. Oops. I didn't set caps lock. Wow, I feel dumb. Hold on. This, let's make this caps lock. Okay. All right. Mouse clicks keyboard level and type. Wow, cannot concentrate on typing while my kid is in the background wailing. Apologies. I'm usually a slow typer anyways. This somehow sounds way muted. I almost think I need a slightly louder, higher pitch switch than Black Cherry Pie in the spacebar for this board. I might switch it out with one of these Zaku switches. I'll have to see. I'll have to play around and mod the board a little bit. But like I said, as my poor 4-year-old is bawling her eyes out, I'm not sure if you can hear it in the background, I unfortunately will have to call it quits for tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully it was okay. Do apologize for the abrupt ending. However, I must go before I get yelled at by from my wife, and will not be able to build a keyboard next year. Well, anyways, thanks for stopping by. Have a happy new year, happy holidays. Stay well, stay healthy, stay safe, and thank you. Catch you guys later. Everyone have a good day, or night, or evening. Anyways, goodbye.